Hello, Pisces. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Art Nouveau. I think a few people told me it's Nouveau, but this is why I put this up here. That way you can see the spelling. If you want that information, it's by Matt Myers. Old deck. It's from 1989. Supportive Oracle cards are Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards by Tori Hartman. Where is it? There she is. By Tori Hartman. Illustrations by Gretchen. There's Gretchen's last name. That way you can easily find these artists. So instead of me butchering their names, you can easily find any information or things of them, like other artwork, other things. There you go. Pisces. What do we got for Pisces? Okay, that... There's a card here that popped out. It says perception, but I keep thinking deception, and I can't get away from it. So we're gonna find out what that means. I can't get away from the deception. Deception. I'm getting it over and over and over again. Are you being deceived by a person, or there's a weird energy around you, very odd, in the sense of like it's coming across like it's very friendly, but behind the scenes there's a lot of problems, and the Four of Swords with the Five of Wands is telling me it looks like it's fine on the outside, but somebody is really having an issue. They're really conflicted with something. But they're trying to make it look a lot nicer than it is. Somebody's being really nice to you is what I'm getting. Really nice to you. Now, by the time we get to the end of this, and like I always say, I'm a Pisces too, so I kind of, I'm like, tell me the truth, but like help me out at the same time. Tell me the truth, but help me out. Show me what to do here to make this work out. Whoever this is, you got the Empress with the Nine of Cups and what's this other one? The Eight of Pentacles. People getting along, people working together to make something work out. The Empress card is like everything seems to be on point. Empress is a very good card. There's a situation you're dealing with this person. I feel like you should already know what this person is like, but they're kind of easy to get along with. They seem to be more positive towards you. They seem to be more, not accepting, I want to say more promoting, more helpful than usual. And this is where I'm getting the deception. You're grateful that things are working out. You're grateful that things are good, but then the perception is of the deception. Okay, so you should be on point with this. That makes me feel better with this. Like, this isn't right. Like, this person is never nice to me. This person is just so underhanded, usually, towards you at least. You know what this person is like, but it's kind of like, it was a good moment. You'd like to believe that's how it's going to be, but like that inkling in the back of your head is like, you know what, enjoy it, promote it, roll with it, but don't expect it. Just don't expect it. Be careful, because it's questionable how long this is going to last. As long as it's going good, cool, let's go with it, let's roll with it, let's enjoy that, let's be thankful for that. You don't want to like mess it up, obviously, but they're saying just keep both feet on the ground. Don't get too used to this. Keep reminding yourself of the history of this person. Enjoy it. Go with it. Just don't trust it. Don't trust it. Because I feel like, and I'm feeling this Pisces energy, I feel like we just kind of get used to things and we want to believe the best, even though I don't want to see you end up in this spot where you're like, ended up getting the 2x4 to the back of the head again. And I should have known, and I can't be angry because it always happens, but I didn't see it coming, and I should have. And I should have. Just be careful with that. Like, I should have saw that 2x4. I should have turned around and kept looking for that 2x4 to make sure it didn't come and smack me in the back of the head. But what did I do? I just got a little too comfortable, and I thought I'd ride it out as long as it would go, and I left myself vulnerable. Be careful. Just be careful. You got page energy here with the Five of Pentacles. The Page of Staves with the Page of Cups. The Page of Staves is random. It's like the Page of Rods. It's the Page of Fire if you want. It's random. If you think of fire, it's a small fire. If you think of a small fire, it can go out, it can become a big fire, it can do things you're not expecting. Like it can catch something else on fire that you're not expecting. It's not really predictable. It's also, a small fire usually doesn't last long either. Keep that in mind. Even like when you have the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Fire, if you think of that like a campfire, it only goes as long as you feed it, but it has the same type of energy. Once it's out, it's done. It kind of like, as long as you keep feeding it, it keeps going, but once it's done, it's gone. Keep that in mind with this. The energy you're dealing with is still very positive towards you, and it seems to be trying to pull you towards them. They're being very nice to you. They're enticing you. The Five of Pentacles is telling me the disconnect is there. You don't feel comfortable with it. You're not really sure why they're doing what they're doing, but it's something, they're doing something nice to you. To you or for you. Whichever way you want to take that. They're being nice to you still. It's kind of like, I don't know, just be careful. Be careful, because what I'm getting here is like, they have insecurities with rejection on their side. There's a lot of weird energy around them. This is such a crazy card. The rejection here, that the look of the people around that person, like the ghost faces, it's almost like somebody tormented by their own thoughts. Insecurity has got that devil feel here, which is a really another creepy card, quite frankly. There's things brewing here. Whatever problems are normally around this person, they're on pause, but they're coming back, and they're coming back with a vengeance. Definitely coming back with a vengeance. Enjoy the situation, but I keep an eye out for that 2x4 swinging up around behind you. Just keep an eye out for it, because what I'm getting here with the facade and the passion is like, you're getting along with this person. You're having a good time with this person, right? Whatever it is, you seem to feel the need to get along and go with the flow, and they're being good to you, so you're enjoying the situation. You know it's a facade, though. You know it's a facade, and you're correct. I'm actually getting... Now, this is just for me as a Pisces, because like I'm connecting to this in a way of like, less is more. It's almost like just because something good is offered to you, you need to pay attention about who it's coming from. And it's kind of like somebody's offering to take you to like this place that you love to eat. And they're going to pay for everything and drive you there and drive you back, and it's all going to be easy. I might still say, I might still not go if I was you. Even though, because like I would kind of like look at it like it's a nice dinner, but by the time tomorrow comes around, it's over anyway. And I just because it's something really good, you might want to look at it like who it's coming from rather than what it is. Like, you just might want to take it to that level. Just be careful, because they got the Hermit with the Two of Swords. They want to get one up on you. They want to get one up on you. Keep that in mind. For some of you, they're trying to make it look like you owe them, or they're trying to like rope you into something. Like, I did that for you, now you got to do for me, because I did for you, now you got to do for me. Be careful of that, because there's a good moment in here. You're having a good time, and I feel like it's something like that. Like, maybe they're inviting you out to do something, or they're giving you something. They're hooking you up with somebody who helps them out with home improvement. I don't know why home improvement is popping in there, but there you go. It's a good moment, but the Temperance card is saying just wait. Wait until it swings back around and they want something from you. There's something they're giving you, and you're thinking this is a great thing, and you like it. I'm getting you, just double check if you really want to do that. How is the balance going to... Think of like how the balance would play out with that. Because what I'm getting is whatever it is they give you, it's not that great. That's another trick with this. It's almost like if they're going to take you to this dinner or whatever, they're paying for everything, taking you there, bringing you back, the whole 9 yards. I'm getting it's kind of like when you go, it's almost like going to a dinner at your favorite place, ordering your favorite food, and then sitting next to a very loud like I'm getting like a smelly person, like somebody who doesn't take care of themselves. Like everybody has their thing, but like how do I put this? Because it's like there's one thing like I'm getting like somebody who's just very obnoxious and gross. I don't know if that sounds bad. I'm sorry, but that's what I'm coming into. Like sitting next to a person that really is really. You don't want to be around them. You don't want to be near them anyway, let alone eat next to them. Eating next to this person kind of ruins your meal. Somebody who's just not, they don't have the best hygiene. You know, and everybody has their own thing, I get that. But while they're allowed to live their life the way they want to, doesn't mean you have to be right next to them when you're eating. Like, that's their problem. You aren't forced to deal with that just because that's how they want to live. But I'm getting like it's going to your favorite meal and you're sitting next to somebody like that, to the point where it just really just kind of skeeves you out. Because I feel like that's what's going to happen. And even when you think it's going to be the greatest thing, even if somebody's offering you help, the help you get, the offer you get, the gift you get, I'm getting it's just not worth it. It's not worth it. You don't want to end up indebted to this person. I'm just getting like this person's trying to get one up on you. They're not really being nice to you. I feel like they're setting you up. I'm saying this as a Pisces. Like they're saying like just go with it when they're nice to you, but leave it there. If they offer you something nice, say thank you, no thank you. If you have to make an excuse like you're busy or whatever, then you do. Recovery is coming up on your side. This will return to the normal energy that it was. This is not a new, what do you want to call it, new phase, a new era. Is this just like, is this completely washed out? I feel like it's not even, there we go. It's not a new phase. It will, recovery, I feel like it's returned to what it was. It will go back to where it was. It definitely will. This is a temporary moment. I'm getting, for your best sanity, when they're right in front of you and you have to deal with them and they're nice to you, cool, great, let's roll with that. When they're offering to give you more, I'm getting politely declined. No matter how good it looks, I'm getting it's really not that good. Because where it's leading to is creation, despondence, and the Knight of Swords. Your energy with this person is going to return to what it normally is. When I'm seeing these cards here, I'm feeling like for those of you this is going to hit with, this is how this person normally feels for you. There's a lot going on. They seem to be very creative. You seem to be very creative, but you don't match, and there's problems between you and this person constantly. There just always is. The more you have to deal with this person, the less you like it. They're going to go back to their old ways. When I'm getting soulmate on their side, that's the thing with soulmate. I read this energy different than a lot of other people, I think, because when I think of soulmate, that's the person you're with through eternity. You don't need to be with them here on this plane because you're going to be with them through eternity. So if they come into this life, they're coming in to help you learn. They're coming in to give you the hard lesson because you won't walk away from them. The romantic ideal, like the kindred soul relationship, twin flame, sometimes people use that term. The good romantic connection, when people see this card that they're thinking of, is when you have somebody where you just know them and you get along and you're both in the same point and you're both looking to improve each other's life, not drive each other crazy. That's more of a kindred soul relationship. We have a lot of people like that come through our lives. This one's the challenge. This is the challenge. This is the one who's going to drive you nuts because you won't walk away from them and they give you the crazy energy. So I'm getting this person will return to that energy, just so you know. I don't know why I went down that whole road with that, but sometimes I have to read this card and I'm just like, yeah, well, if you actually do have that soulmate energy, you're going to be with them through eternity. They're not coming here just to have a good time. The reason they're going to show up in your life is to drive you freaking nuts and force you through hard lessons so that you both have that spiritual growth by the time you return to the other side. I'm just saying. Anything else with this? We're just giving you a heads up. Save yourself the headache. And even though something nice is offered to you, politely decline and move on. It's not worth it. That's what I'm getting. And then when it returns, it's like it's not anything to be worried about. It's just kind of like it returns to what it normally is, and it returns to what it is. I don't feel like it's overly stressful for you. It's just like, oh yeah, here we go, back to what it normally is. Here we are. I feel like you'll be fine. You just don't want to go through this weird moment where this person's trying to one-up you and they kind of set you up And again, you're just kind of like, I know sooner or later that 2x4 to the back of the head is coming. Then bonk, you're like, oh no, I should have known. Save yourself the headache. That's what I'm getting. All right. Thank you for watching. I hope that helps. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.